next. Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning. It's Sunday morning. You can hear Rainey yelling in the background that it's Sunday morning, so it must be. How is everybody? It's been a couple of weeks since we've been here, and so I am happy to be here, and I'm happy to see you all. So, good morning. I saw Matthew was here. Good to see you, Matthew. Sainsbury and Leslie Holker. Good to see you. And who else we got here this morning? We got Niall. Good to see you. Good afternoon. 3 p.m. over there. Yes, I bought that for you. It's got a card game in it that you and I will play later. Come and say hi quick, as long as you're here.
Hi, bye.
Oh, there you go. There's Ellery saying her hi, bye.
Don't shut the door.
Steph, good to see you. There's my lovely wife. You're putting on your shoes. That mean you're coming to do radio with me, or you're going out?
Totally. I gotta go get up Flynn. He's done camping.
Oh, I thought that was done this afternoon.
No, he's done camping this morning.
Oh, all right. Well, there's the lovely Rainey.
Good morning, everybody.
How you doing? What's on your shirt? What kind of shirt you got?
Don't. I think it's a
Oh,
Lululemon or something.
All right.
It's really soft. Feel it.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
really soft. I like it.
Got it at a garage sale. 50 cents. I'm proud of my find.
I do like that. That's kind of neat.
Yeah. It's
And
soft.
very form-fitting.
Yeah.
And you're minty fresh, too. Yeah, very minty fresh. So, Audrey, good to see you this morning. Did I see Matt Finn? Yes, I did. Master Finn, good to see you. Teresa, nice to see you as well.
Yeah. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Audrey. Hi, Matt. Hi, everybody.
So,
But I do need to go get Flynn, so
all right.
I'm out.
Okay.
Buy popcorn.
Buy popcorn. I'll tell you all about the popcorn
Yeah, buy popcorn.
if you haven't seen it. So,
We're gonna have Ellie in a popcorn costume. I'm excited.
all right.
Yeah, and if you didn't know, when you're done with your show, guess where we're going?
Where are we
We're
going?
gonna go walk the streets and sell some popcorn
Yay!
and some wreaths.
Door-to-door popcorn sales.
Yeah.
We do wreaths too. This is all for scouting, by the way, folks. I'll tell you a little bit more about it as the show proceeds, but benefits, it's expensive, popcorn, yeah, but you're giving to the scouts, to Boy Scouts of America, Cub Scouts,
Yeah.
which girls are allowed as well. My daughters are both in Cub Scouts now.
I'm a den leader.
She's a den leader, and I'm not.
Yeah.
So
Scotty doesn't like kids. Why he has 6, I have no clue.
it was an accident. I didn't know how it worked.
He does now. And we broke it, so it's all good.
Let me feel your shirt again.
Yeah, it's soft.
That's a nice, soft
I know,
shirt.
it's super soft.
See? Show off your shirt.
Oh,
Boom. There it is. All right.
got the black sleeves all the way
Oh,
around.
look it.
Ooh.
Oh, very nice. That's a very cool shirt. I like it.
And it was a super score, 50 cents.
50 cents.
Oh,
Yeah. 50 cents.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, there you go. Good morning,
Goodbye.
folks.
Good morning. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, Matt. This is my den maiden. Have a fun time picking up Flynn.
Yeah, I'll be back in about a
Like I
half
say,
hour.
I thought he wasn't done till this afternoon. So,
No, they
Hey,
camped-
Ellie.
They camped out Friday
pardon me,
night.
folks. Ellie, you have a huge mess you left
You
around
told
my
me
desk.
You only ate 3 candies. Look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
how
there's
many
like 20 wrappers of candies down
That's
there
a
from
lot
last
more
night.
wrappers.
So
And there's still
somebody ate
almost all.
almost all of those, and it wasn't me or Rainey.
And she'll ask for that over a candy bar.
Will she?
Yeah, that's what she
Well,
likes.
she ate
to
about
get.
3 candy bars worth.
Yeah,
I'll give you those.
that's her favorite
Yeah.
candy.
All right. So there you go. Little familial interludes this morning. So how is everybody? How's everybody shaking? Look at that. Oh, look at all the, you can see all the holes in my wall from having moved things around. I got to patch those up. I just noticed that on the camera screen. Well, I didn't just notice it. I mean, I just noticed it now, so I'm commenting on it, but I've noticed it before. And yeah, that's all the other furniture over here. So boom. That's sent around my corner. All right. An unauspicious beginning to the Sunday morning show. I think I got I'm getting way too casual on Sundays. Everything I can do anything I want, it seems, on Sunday mornings. I can move things around. I can talk about holes in my wall. I can chide my children for leaving candy wrappers all over my desk and all over the floor around my chair. And my wife can come in, show off her shirt, and we can talk about popcorn. So thank you, Audrey. I see that. That is Audrey just posted a link. Folks, I'm going to ask you this now. This is straight, pure, and simple solicitation. Go buy some popcorn. It's actually really good stuff. Is it cheap? No. It's a little expensive. It's a little spendy. But what you're doing is, rather than just people going out and saying, will you donate money to the scouting program? We're saying, look, we got this great popcorn. We'll sell it to you at an incredibly inflated price. So you get the bag of popcorn, and while you're eating it, remember that you've just put money into the scouting program. And the money, I believe it's like 78% goes back to the, don't quote me on this, I'm going off the top of my head. 73 or 78% goes to the local scouting troop. And the rest then goes to the main scouting, Boy Scouts of America and the BCA. BSA, Boy Scouts of America, and helps that program exist. And there are camps that they have that they maintain. There are events that they do. Boy Scouts of America also is Cub Scouts. So the Cub Scouts for the younger kids. Girl Scouts is a totally different program, but the Cub Scouts a couple of years ago opened up to girls. And so my young daughter, Rowan, is also part of Cub Scouts. This is her beginning of her third year, and it is Ellery's first year as a little tiny Cub Scout. And so they're out selling popcorn and doing their thing. And what it does is it helps the organization, and at the same time, it helps get them to camp in the summertime. I got to tell you, as a parent, I don't care how much money you make or don't make. When you got 3 kids going to scouting camp, and they're different kinds of camps. This is a day camp. I don't believe it's even an overnight camp for Ellery, the youngest. But Rowan has that. Flynn is now Boy Scouts, so he goes to a little higher up. To get them all to camp could cost us $1,000 every summer once you tally everything up. And so, and I'm rounding off the numbers, of course. So selling popcorn, they don't get all kinds of spiffs and things like that or commissions, but they do get, it helps them get to camp. It helps pay for their camp. So that's a good thing. And at the same time, it helps the scouting program. Now, I don't know what you think about the scouting program. Maybe we'll do a little show one day this week or next Sunday or something, and I'll prepare myself a little better and talk to you about the Boy Scouts of America and what they stand for and why it's a good thing. It's been around for, I think, about 120 years, since the beginning of the 20th century, if I'm not mistaken, is when it was founded. So there you go. Let's see. Field Guy, welcome. Good to see you this morning. And I think I said hi to Leslie. And Matthew Sainsbury was in Cub Scouts. I was in Cub Scouts. I didn't go very far in it. I've got a picture around here somewhere. I think I posted it on my Facebook a couple of years ago when Flynn was in Scouts. That when I was in Cub Scouts, me in like 4th or 5th grade, wearing my Cub Scout uniform and my big front teeth. You know how you have those when you're a kid. It's like they haven't grown any or shrunk any. It's just my head's grown bigger around my teeth. I think it happens with all of us. You look back at your pictures, we all have huge teeth when we're smiling in those 4th and 5th grade pictures. So, yeah, I'm just scrolling through to see if there's anybody I missed. I said hi to Steph and Leslie and Audrey and everybody else, and Matt Finn and Lucky Stone. I think I caught you way back, and Matthew and blah, 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 and everybody else. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Not everybody's talking, so I don't see all your names. If you talk over in the chat room, then I'll see your name. If you don't, I just see that there's a bunch of you here. And I want to welcome you to the very loosely organized Sunday morning show. I'm going to adjust my light a little bit here. It seems awfully bright. And as you know, if you watch the Monday through Friday show, and it's a very different setting. It's a little more formal. I've got the opening and the music, and I got all the ad pieces in my scroll bar at the bottom. It's a totally different thing. This is just Sunday morning, and I tried it one time when I first started it to make it kind of formal. I wanted to come in on Sunday mornings in a less formal fashion, offer tarot readings, talk a little live with people. I'm still not set up, of course, to do live shows yet during the week, although I could do shows like this. I could actually run this through my program where you see all the logos in my scroll bar, and it looks like an official show, but there's just an offset, but I can do a live show. It's about a 30-second, I think, delay, which I could even do this morning, but I don't. So you're getting it as it's coming. And we'll eventually do that. So how is everybody's week? What's gone on in your week? What are you feeling about things coming up? Those of you who are not citizens of the United States, I won't ask you, but how's everybody who lives here? How you doing with the elections coming up? What are we? We're about 5 weeks from the elections. How are you with the Supreme Court decision, with Trump nominating a new Supreme Court justice? Now, before anybody goes off on that, this show doesn't do politics, as I've said, but sometimes I will comment on things that I think are big social issues. A big social issue, cultural issue right now, is the nomination for the Supreme Court. The death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and then the vacant seat on the Supreme Court of the United States. Now you got everybody out there on the left that is saying Trump should wait till after the elections. Because what if there's a new president? And we want our president, if he wins, Biden, to be able to replace the Supreme Court justice. And you've got the sitting president and the sitting Senate saying, no, we can do this now. And what everybody's concerned about is that this new appointee could sway the political ideology of the court. However, remember, the court, the people who are appointed to the court, despite having their own personal ideologies, maybe being conservative or liberal, those people are supposed to be above that. They are supposed to be people who make their decisions based on constitutional law. It really, in the best of all worlds, it shouldn't matter what their personal religion, ideology, politics, creeds, anything. None of that should matter. They should stand as people who can make decisions despite their personal beliefs based on what the Constitution says. But we all know that there are conservative and liberal justices. They interpret law differently. So here is the big thing I keep seeing. Oh, the Republicans are such hypocrites for blocking Obama's appointment at the end of at the death of Antonin Scalia. And 4 years ago, in 2016, Obama had the opportunity, but then the Republicans are saying, no, you shouldn't do it. You should wait till after the election. It's flip-flopped. It's the same exact thing flip-flopped. And here's the way I see this. Right now, the left is caterwauling because the right is now doing the opposite. Now they're saying, no, the president has a right to. Now, I'm going to get into the law of this so you know what to take with you and have some easy answers for this. But what I've seen is everything is flip-flopped. The left 4 years ago wanted Obama to appoint. The right wanted to block that. I'll tell you how they block it. Now it's flip-flopped. Now the right wants to appoint and the left wants to block that. But the left is calling the right hypocrites because they blocked it before. But aren't they hypocrites for changing their position as well? If it was okay for him to appoint, why isn't it okay for Trump to appoint? in an election year. Same thing. If it was wrong for Obama to appoint, why is it right for Trump to appoint? Now, here's the difference. And here's why there is no, if you believe there's an hypocrisy going on here, you're absolutely mistaken. There is no hypocrisy. And folks, this isn't politics. This is your country. This is how things work here. Now, there's political games being played with it. So, what does the Constitution say? The Constitution are governing documents on which all our laws are based. The Constitution states that the President of the United States has the power to appoint, to nominate an appointee to replace vacant Supreme Court justice seats. But that's all he has the power to do. He has the power to nominate somebody to fill that seat. From there, it goes not to the House of Representatives, it goes to the Senate. The Senate then can take his nomination. They can either 1, approve it, 2, deny it, 3, table it, 4, open hearings to discuss it, or 5, reject it outright. So the Constitution states the President shall appoint, the Senate shall have the power to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not approve, but the power to confirm. President appoints, Senate confirms. Now, it does not say that the Senate shall automatically confirm the President's choice or nomination. If that was the case, you wouldn't need the Senate. The President would just appoint and it'd be over. No, the Senate has the power to approve or reject, to disapprove or table, to deny outright. No, we're not even going to consider that nomination. Come back with another one. And it's all based on the vote of the Senate. Now, what happens when you have a president who appoints and the Senate is basically made up the majority of his party? What's going to happen? Generally, that Senate will approve that president's choice. Sort of the same party, the same political ideology. What happens if you have a president that appoints or nominates and you've got the opposite political party or political ideology that controls the Senate? What happens then? 9 times out of 10, you will have a Senate that votes down that particular nominee unless they've gone through a procedure and decide that, yes, we'll vote this person in. So politics, here is the genius of the founders of the United States. They wrote a constitution, which is pure genius, which answers your basic questions about the law, the roles of the president, the roles of the Congress, etc. But they've also left room for understanding that there is going to be gridlock that is based on political ideologies that fight, that conflict with each other. So the Constitution leaves wide open the room for political fighting. Now, if when Obama appointed and the Senate tabled it, they didn't reject it, they tabled it. So we're not even going to consider this till after the election. That may have been a political move based on the fact that the Senate was of the opposite, controlled by the opposite party than the president. Maybe that was a political move. But they have the power to do that. When the tables are turned, when Trump appoints, since he has a Senate now that is of his party and agrees with his choice, that person will most likely be nominated. And they don't have to put it off. There is nowhere, here is a point I want you guys to take with you on this. The Constitution says the power is in the hands of the president to appoint. The power is in the hands of the Senate to confirm. Nowhere in the Constitution does it say, oh, oops, unless it's an election year. It doesn't state that. This is part of the political process. It can be 2 days before the election, and the president could nominate a new justice and the Senate could approve it. It doesn't matter. The Constitution does not make provision for, oh, it's only 5 weeks until the election, so the president's power to appoint should be taken away from him. It doesn't say that in the Constitution. It's not even implied. It says the president has the power to appoint a replacement. The Senate has the power to confirm or reject. Boom. End of story. Now, if everybody wants to caterwaul about, oh, well, what if the other guy gets it? So what if the other guy gets in? What if he doesn't? Doesn't matter. There's no hypocrisy there. There is a party that's in office and in power now will appoint if they think there's a possibility that they won't be in power in 2 months. They'll appoint to get that job done in the framework of their political ideology for how the nation should run. And I guarantee you, if Obama had had a Senate that was predominantly his party and that agreed with him ideologically, we'd have had Neil Gorsuch as a replacement 4 years ago. As it turns out, we didn't, because Obama didn't have the party support. Boom, there it is, folks. So there it is. All you've got to know is this. When anybody comes to you, and I've seen it 10 times just in the last 2 days, oh, it's such a fascist thing that the president's doing. He's forcing this. No, the Constitution for 250 years has guaranteed the people of the United States that the person they elect to president has the power to select a replacement for the Supreme Court, and that the Senate has the power to approve it or reject it. Boom. No questions asked. It's that simple. So if people are saying it's hypocrisy, no. All that's hypocrisy is which side of the political fight you're on. You can tell people the politics might smack of hypocrisy, but you know what? If it was wrong for the Democrats, if it was wrong 4 years ago for the Senate to withhold or table the nominee of the president, then that would be wrong today too, wouldn't it? Should the Senate come back and say, no, we're going to table President Trump's nomination until after the election? If it was wrong for Obama, why wouldn't that be wrong for Trump? So the hypocrisy, folks, swings both ways. So the hypocrisy is all wrapped up in political bickering. If you want to get out of the fight, you rise above and you say, the Constitution says this. He has the power. They have the power. Boom. End of story. No argument. You can plead. Oh, and then the Ruth Bader Ginsburg, her dying wish was that Trump not replace her with a conservative. Number one, I rather doubt I think that's probably bullshit. She may have said somewhere along the way, maybe even in her last few days, that she hopes she doesn't get replaced by a conservative. But did she know she was actually going to be gone? Hey, when I die tomorrow, make sure. Maybe she thought she was going to linger on through the end of Trump's term. I don't know. So for her saying, people saying this was her deathbed wish and we should honor that. Is that how we govern our country? Do we govern on the basis of somebody's deathbed wish? Or what somebody says their deathbed wish was? Are we a constitutionally limited republic, or are we a Make-A-Wish Foundation? You don't govern on the basis of somebody's deathbed wish. You can take that into consideration as the people who are in the Senate. But at the same time, you know what you can't do? You cannot govern by that. So, installed, yeah, whichever. So now I've skipped a lot of your stuff. Good morning, Rocky Stucci. Good to see you. We're not doing politics here this morning, folks. We're just talking about the way our country works. That's not politics. That, to me, that's our culture. Politics would be getting into the infighting of the presidency and the elections and the blah, 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 and then this and that. You know what? Tired of it. We do enough of that on Rocky's show. And we're even tired of it over there. Doesn't mean we don't do it. It means wears us out sometimes. But this show, we don't do so much of that. But now it's Sunday morning. So when we sit around, we talk about stuff. If we were all sitting out having coffee together for Sunday morning, or our regular Sunday morning beer, or at Rocky's house, our regular Sunday morning tequila shots, we'd be talking about this stuff, wouldn't we? We talk about what our kids are doing. We talk about the car problems. We talk about, oh, I had this ache here. We talk about, oh, stupid Supreme Court nomination junk going on. We talk about this stuff. That's all we're doing is talking. So I'm going to tell you, and I'll leave this with you one last time. If anybody wants to argue with you about hypocrisy, tell them to... I was going to use something vile, and I was trying quick to think of something unvile, and I can't. So you just tell them they're wrong. Tell them it's not about the political argument. What this appointment is about is the Constitution. Who has the power? The president. Who has the power to approve? The Congress or the Senate. Boom. End of story. The rest is just dilly-dallying and everybody playing masturbatory politics. Boom. Done. Hey, Scott Lowry. Welcome to the show. Field guy, I don't think I said hi to you. If I did, I'm just losing my mind. Delaney, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Delaney, I thought of you yesterday, and I thought, Delaney, I need to have you see if you can talk to somebody on the other side. But now I can't think of who it was. It's gone. So it'll come to me, and I'll probably write you a note. Because I know you do a lot of that stuff. Let's see who we got. Separations of powers to stop one branch from becoming too powerful. That's right. That's why we have it, Matthew. And you know what happens generally? If you've got a president of one party and he gets into office and suddenly the country has had this movement and he has a Congress, he has both the House and the Senate of his party, you know what that president is capable of doing? A lot. That president can put forward his agenda and he's not going to have too hard a fight in the Congress. Now, this is why we have this staggering every 2 years, it seems, we got elections. It's why the parties will change. You know what the public tends to do in this country? They will elect a president of one party. And if he doesn't have any control in the Senate or the House, the next midterm election, you'll find that they alter that a bit. And they give him a little more power. The vice versa is if you got a president of one party and he's got a Congress of one party, his party, you'll find in midterms a lot of people will vote to have the checks and balances of the other party. It's very rare that you have a sitting president who has of his same party and his same political mindset, the House and the Senate. It's very rare. So, but those are the checks and balances Matthew's talking about. So Rocky says, oh my God, too early for this. So, no, it's not. Shut up. Let's see. Good morning, Roger. Good to see you. We could become like a monarchy, but we aren't. You know why we aren't a monarchy and will never be? All the caterwauling about being like a monarchy. That was one of the things they threw out about Trump since the very beginning. Trump will never be a monarch of this country. You know why? Because the people still run this country, whether we think so or not. We can vote him out. We can vote out anybody that we feel is leading this country in the wrong direction. Impeach them? Yeah, if you've got enough. See, now there's a good example. The impeachment of Donald Trump. You know what that was? That was one party controlling the House. The party that was opposed to him controlled the House, but the party that wasn't opposed to him controlled the Senate. You know what happened? The House can offer up articles of impeachment. The Senate has to vote on it. Senate voted it down. Boom, done. Checks and balances. Now, what would have happened if that same party also controlled the Senate. You may have had Donald Trump removed from office. Maybe. All depends. So there are checks and balances in this country. We don't have a monarchy. It's never going to be a monarchy. And you know what? There's good days ahead. I'm looking forward to the future because this too shall pass. These are blips on the radar of human history, folks. And maybe we're making human history at the same time. Maybe 500 years from now, people will look back at this and say, oh, yeah, that's what happened in America during that period of time. Where did it leave us? Did it strengthen us or did it weaken us? How will we end up? Don't know. Don't know what the results of the election are going to be. I have a pretty good idea, but I keep that private. So, yep, Matthew, you're right. We the people, says the Constitution. And as soon as we start seeing that slip away out of our fingers as a people, that is when there is a problem. Just because you have one party in office that you might disagree with doesn't mean you, the people, have no voice. It means you, the people, need to express your voice and maybe express it stronger. Why do you think Trump got elected into office? People spoke their minds. So, and they may keep him in office or they may replace him. It all depends. We'll have to see how it plays out. Yes. I agree, Field Guy. So, hey, Mary Mansfield. The old Chinese curse. So you may be living in interesting times. Yeah, sometimes boring is good. And you know, here's the thing too about Congress. This is I heard this a long, long time ago, 20 years ago or more. Gridlock is good. This is when there was all the caterwauling about the Congress and gridlock. They can't get anything done. Well, you know what the founders did that was genius? They built that into the system. This is why you have checks and balances. Gridlock is good. The longer it takes Congress to pass laws, first thing you can say is the longer you can hold on to your money. The people have a voice. And when you see the Congress not agreeing, Congress doesn't need to agree. It's okay for the Congress to fight. Same thing with this movement. It's okay for Congress to fight over the Supreme Court decision. But it's also okay for some parties to prevail. You know what? The left party, the Democrats, prevailed on impeachment. The right prevailed on kicking him out of office. And the right will also prevail on the Supreme Court. Come here, Flynn. Come and say hi. Flynn, just back from Boy Scout camp. How'd it go? Did you have a good time? Did you get to use your hatchet? Did you get to kill things?
No.
Did you get to hunt a bear with your bare hands and your jackknife? Killed him a bear when he was only 3. Flynn Roberts, king of the wild frontier. You know that song? Mom said, yeah, good to see you. You look tired. Did you stay up half the night?
No.
You sleep on the ground in your sleeping bag?
Mm-hmm.
Ground sleeping. Well, say hi to everybody and take off. Go do your thing. There was your hi, everybody. And he is out. Mom just got back from picking him up. So we had a little Boy Scout camp last night. So, yeah, and I found, where'd it go? Last night I came in here and I said to Rainey, where'd this? It was big old knife in a sheath, one of those black, like Kevlar sheaths, I go, whoa, and that was sitting on my desk right here. She must have grabbed it. They were going through his stuff because he had to bring his knife and his hatchet. I have to find out what he did. Remember, you remember that song? Born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, killed him a bear when he was only 3. Davy Crockett King of the Wild Frontier. Hey, I got a message from Ruben Fasthorse that he's got a link here, and I don't know that it will actually show up in here, but he's doing his language classes right after this show. Boom. You can go there. That's his Zoom link. So the kids have not decided on Halloween costumes, Delaney. I was just at the Wall of Mart this morning early. I had to get some safety pins. I got a tip for you parents, by the way, with these. Now that I got them in hand, I'll tell you what it is. But I went to Walmart and I found a costume that I thought would be great for Ellery. I don't really like store-bought costumes, but here's the lovely
coffee either.
I made you coffee. Did you see that?
It did. It can taste like tar.
Tar? It's your decaf
Yeah,
stuff.
did you fill the whole freaking pot full of grounds?
Almost.
Jeez.
No, just enough. I give it just enough.
Yeah.
So here, cheers.
Cheers.
It's Witch's Brew.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Ellery I saw a Halloween costume. I thought she might like it. Because over the years for Rowan and Ellery, Rainey always picks up, she finds on sale, old Halloween costumes, the princesses from Disney and all that. And so the kids have always had those. They have fun with. So I got her a pirate one. And Ellery's not 6 yet, but I got her the 4 to 6 size, but she needs the 7 to 8. And you've seen her. It's not because she's fat. It's because she's Amazonian. She's tall. She's huge.
Whenever we pick her up from school, too, she's at least a head taller than all the kids
in
her class. She is tall.
And she won't be 6 until December.
Yep.
So, by the way, I was telling you, this is what I went to get. Was, hey, reach down there and grab me a matching pair of socks right there on top of that stool.
Reach down and grab it.
That's a sack, not sock. Oh, okay. Let me show you. The reason I did this, and I've suggested we do this in my family because we did this when I was younger, and I think it works really well.
80 years ago.
Yeah, something like that. Back when you were a mere nothing. Okay, see this? Take a safety pin. Now, you get color-coded ones. I didn't see any. I'm going to have to order them. But you can get, depending on how many people you have in your family, get different color safety pins. And you know what you do? These are 2 different socks.
I'm not finding no pairs. I'm lazy.
There's a whole bunch of down there. Grab another handful. Ah, God! Wrong handful.
Here, jeez.
You're such a wanton wench.
Totally.
Okay, here's a pair of socks. Boom. So you know what you do? Take the toe.
You didn't say they had to be matching. You just said a pair.
Just a pair. Yeah. Grab a pair.
Grab a pair.
Grab a pair. Any pair. Okay. Pair of socks. Safety pin.
They're inside out. I don't think they should be inside out. You should do it correctly. If you're going to do it.
If I'm going to do it, I'll do. Okay, this one's
do it
right side out.
Don't do it at all.
So when you wash socks, do you want the inside out, which is where your nappy flesh touches them and sweats in them all day?
No, you want the outside out so it gets all the dirt and rocks off. Because
there
your
you
kids
go.
Are outside walking in the grass.
She said rocks off. So, if they weren't here.
If they weren't here, I wouldn't do it.
All right. So sock turned right side out, both of them. You take and you pin the toes together like that. You throw that. Look at that. You throw that in the dirty clothes basket. That goes through the wash, through the dryer, comes out like that. You never, ever, ever lose the other sock. And so when you've got 5 people in a family and you do this and they all have their own socks, sometimes you color code them. You do pink ones with the purple ones, green ones, blue ones, red ones, silver, gold, whatever you want to do. Or just pin them all together. You know what? Reason we started doing this when I was younger was because we had a million socks with no matches. It seems impossible. We've got a basket upstairs, overburdened with socks. Try to find a matching pair in that. But you can't find socks anywhere else in the house. Where do they go? This is how you get rid of the mystery.
The socks.
Yes.
And masks, because I don't know how many masks have gone missing.
Masks, yeah. Masks too.
They slide right underneath the little...
So,
thing.
There you go. If you got kids, pin your socks. Even if you don't have kids, pin your socks together. You'll never lose the pair. Boom.
Just stretch out your socks when it's agitating on the freaking agitation cycle in the washing machine, and then it's going to stretch them out, and it's going to bend the pin, and then you're going to have a kid crying because they poke themselves, and then I'll have to stab you with a pin.
That's right.
Yeah, I got it all figured out.
Right, get a laundry bag for your masks. You know those little laundry bags you can kind of see through them?
Yeah, the last one ripped.
Throw them all. Oh.
I got to get a new one.
And when they rip, they don't work very well.
Mm-mm.
So.
No, and it was only a tiny rip. It was only like that big, but still 4 masks came out of it. It was like, what the hell?
Steph purchased a magical washing machine that runs on socks for energy.
Nice. Socks are cheap.
Kids don't care if they match anymore. My kids don't care for the most part.
Well, it's the style now. When you buy socks, they have it like all color coded, but
Yeah.
color coded, but different. There's different everything, so you can wear your pink one and purple one together, and they still look nice.
There it is. That's my attitude on it right there. There you go.
Yeah, you don't even do the laundry, so what's your issue?
Yeah, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be doing laundry or cooking or scrubbing pots and pans or something?
No, you scrub the pots and pans. I do the laundry.
I cooked last night. I scrubbed pots and pans at 5 this morning, and I cleaned up the whole kitchen. I went to the store. I got dish soap,
We didn't
and
need dish
I got
soap.
milk.
It's underneath the sink.
Well, there's only that much dish soap left.
What the
the
hell?
bottle.
I just bought a brand new
I know.
frickin'
It was like that
bottle.
full
Oh
a day
my
ago.
God. Our kids are so wasteful.
So I went to the store this morning. I
Well,
didn't do laundry this morning, though. But I started pinning socks
you
together.
obviously didn't care enough to make sure I had coffee creamer.
I forgot to check. I thought you had coffee creamer. But I brewed your coffee.
Yeah, thanks. My tar pit coffee.
Your tar pit. It's
It's really
good coffee.
dark. It's dark.
It's like rocket fuel. It gets you going. Oh wait, yours has no caffeine.
It's half calf. I mix it, even though it says decaf. It's mixed half and half in the bag. I gotta
See,
peek out.
I got this thing about washing dishes that when you put them in the dishwasher, you got to get all the extra crud off of them. I don't care how much they advertise. You can put these in, with baked on cakes in them, and it'll wash it. Well,
No, it doesn't.
doesn't really. So I like to get all the junk off the dishes before I put them in.
When threw my thing at the wall.
What thing?
What thing?
The little ball thing where the little ball thing that comes open.
The ball thing that comes open?
Yeah, I don't know what they're called.
So, yeah, Leslie, I'm the dishwasher too. There, see, there's Ellery. Now look at that little tiny Amazonian child. Here, come up here and stand on my stool. Stand all the way up. Mom will make sure you don't fall over
Only
there.
that sports bra battle.
There is my little tiny 6-year-old. No, 5-year. She's 5-year-old. She doesn't fit into
High five.
size 6. High five.
High five.
High five.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there she is. Look, you're almost as
Go
tall
ahead.
as me. All right. I'll put you down.
Okay, sit down.
All right. Here's your television tuner. Yeah, you give me hugs.
I'm watching your radio show.
She is. She's got it on out there.
Yeah. Oh, you're watching it out there?
Ah, you're pulling my hair.
Oh, I hear it. How about that? So my
Actually-
kids watch my radio show. My wife doesn't even watch my radio
No,
show.
I get tired of listening to you yip yap all the time.
Well,
Jesus.
So you can learn stuff
Talk.
from me.
You have nothing to teach me.
I have plenty
You
to
have
teach
nothing
you.
to teach me.
You have an unteachable spirit. You must go to the mountain.
When through this.
Oh, that's a Bakugan.
Remember, the oxen are slow, but the earth is patient.
That's okay. They're pretty sturdy.
Roger says, what did Roger say? Somebody saying, LOL, Roger. Where are you? What'd you say? What'd you say that made her laugh? Ah, Leslie, I currently have a sink full. Now I fear I'm seeing the bacteria now too. Yes. When the bacteria starts doing the dishes, you got problems. So,
My favorite is the slime when you go to dump something out.
oh, hell
And
yeah.
you get that slimy and you see it just like, ugh.
The kids, they have these water bottles for school with the screw-on lids. It's for water.
Yep.
I just found one this morning. It's got milk in it, but the milk's probably about a week old.
Gross.
So, you see white and you tip it and it goes thunk. at the other end of the bottle as you're looking through.
I made cheese.
And I'm like, I'm not even opening that. I'm going to leave that for a child.
Which water bottle?
It's a pink one, I think.
Oh, the WITC one.
Oh, there you go.
That's Ellery.
I knew it was Ellery. You know,
Mhm.
which kid puts milk in their water bottle and leaves it? So, it doesn't number on you. Keeps my sink empty just thinking about it. Yeah. I like to have a clean house and a clean kitchen. We've gotten to the point where we have so much junk.
Shit.
Shit.
It's not even junk. It's shit.
We just have no place to put everything. And so it's constantly, we're living in clutter. And
Chaos,
I don't
the
think we need
chaos
less
of
stuff. We
clutter.
just need a bigger house.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was thinking about that. We got 2 bedrooms up and 1 down. The 1 down is our office.
Yeah. Post office.
And this space and Rainy's space over there. And we got a big main room that connects to the kitchen, but I got to tell you, what's she doing over there? What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing because I farted. You're not smelling
Nice.
it
No, it hasn't hit me yet.
yet. Sorry.
Such a crude
You guys
woman.
can't smell it, but
How did
I
I not
can't
marry into
hold it
class?
from laughing. I just can't laugh.
I'm going to back this up a little bit. I feel like we're just too close.
Clustered in here. That's
Yeah.
why. That'll be nice to turn the
That's
fan on.
better. Yeah, would you?
Blow.
Turn that fan on. It's really warm in here. So, all right. Yeah, my desk is always too small. I had a bigger desk in here. I had my big drafting table in here. My old, probably antique wooden drafting table, which was longer than this desk. And it tilted and stuff, but it was always full. And I brought the big 7-foot table in here. That was a pain in the ass too, but at least there was a place for my stuff. Now we changed it back, and I'm on a big IKEA desk. I don't like it. There's just not
You
enough
don't like
room.
it, and you got my desk, and I like my desk.
Yeah, well, we could trade.
That one's even
I bought you
smaller.
that one
I don't like
at a
that
garage
desk.
sale for $5.
There's no room to actually work on it. It's just
Mm.
computer space. So now I have no work area.
Oh, we found the best desk for Flynn. It's a computer desk. We found it on at the end of somebody's driveway, free.
Free.
It was orange, and with the metal bars on it to hold it together. And it's sturdy, and it was the 2-tiered desk. It's kind of small, but for a kid and a computer, it's got that up in his room. Very cool.
He just
So-
needs a computer now.
Yeah, now he needs a
Hopefully
computer.
we'll find one on a free file soon.
Yeah, free file computer. Let's see. All right, what else we doing here? All our chairs outside were along the roadside for free. Yeah, we got stuff to give away.
No,
Our
we have stuff to
garage.
sell. We have stuff to sell. I am a penny pincher. I like my free stuff, but I like to
Yep.
sell my stuff so I can make money to buy new stuff.
That's it. That's it.
And a lot of what we have is clothes. Like garage wise, there's probably 15 bins of clothes out there. And kids' clothes sell. They have good resale value.
Yes. So I'm just looking back at some of the get a cat. We got a cat.
No, yeah, he's
Let them on the
fat.
counter. They can get to the sink and help clean up.
He's
That's
too
just
fat to get
gross,
on the
Steph.
counter.
Yeah, our cat's old and fat, and
He's bigger than our dog.
yeah. I tripped on him last night in the dark. I thought he just looked like a pile
Sweater.
of clothes laying there or something. Like I said, I've said it before. He looks like a black throw pillow on the floor.
Faster than a rocket ship, waving at the stars tonight, all around the world.
The world, all around the world. So, yeah, I like free stuff from Driveways, Roger. That's kind of cool. Every now and then you see stuff. We got winter coming now, of course, though, so that season's going to come to an end soon.
Leslie, even if we pick it up for free, we usually use it for a while before we sell it. If
Yeah.
the children don't trash it.
You know, a neat thing to do is to find. I've got a friend who mentioned to me online that she does this. She's an artist and she's collecting old furniture, antique stuff, free stuff, cheap stuff, and refurbishing and painting it up, doing neat, creative stuff with it. We just might do that. So, what are you doing
Want
here?
to sing everybody's song?
Sing a song. What were you just singing out there? Nobody's looking. It's just us on the screen. Sing us a fantastic song. Singer. What's your favorite song to sing?
You don't have to sing it, but what's your favorite song? Come on, if you're going to be over here, answer the questions.
Recede into the bushes.
What's your
That's my
favorite song? She likes music from Cinderella.
The Moon of the
Hmm.
Cold Grass.
What songs?
Yes.
What songs do you like to listen to? What movies do you watch?
Super Pets, Descendants, and Moana, and
You like Moana.
Yeah, careful
Make
of the
way,
keyboard.
make way. Sing us a song from
Make
Moana.
way, make way.
She likes Zombies. Who's in
Zombies.
Zombies?
Addison
Addison and who else?
said,
And Zed. Zed the zombie. And they like to sing lots of songs too, huh?
Ouch.
What
Oh,
else?
you got a bony butt
Yeah, she does.
on my muscle on my leg.
Who else is in the Zombies movies? Are there werewolves? Yeah. And what are the
Julie
werewolves?
DeMaria says, hello, beautiful.
What do the
to you.
werewolves do? What holiday's coming up? What holiday's
Yes. Movie Sing. You like the movie Sing?
coming up? Here, hold on.
Halloween.
Daddy, she's telling us what holiday's coming up. Tell him again.
Halloween.
Halloween?
What is it?
Halloween.
Yeah, and do it your special way. How do you do it?
Halloween.
There it is. Ween.
No, it was Halloween.
I love the movie Sing as well. That's the one where he's putting on the stage show, right? Yeah. Yeah, I love that movie. I love the
No.
songs in that movie.
That's called dance competition.
No, that's not called Dance Competition. The one with the what is
The
he?
koala bear.
You got the two pigs that sing,
The two pigs. The one who talks like this because
Yeah.
he's chumming pig.
and then you got the gorilla
The gorilla who plays
Oh.
and
I'm still standing.
the giraffe. Shakira, is it Shakira the giraffe?
Let's see.
Oh,
Did that hurt?
sorry,
Oh.
I tickled their belly.
Oh. So yeah, there's some great movies. I also like a lot. I like Zootopia. That was a good movie.
Hey,
What's the one in Zootopia? Remember the song from that? Shakira sings it. What's the song in that
what was
she
that?
sings? How's
No,
that go?
I thought she was in Sing too. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I don't know my movies very well.
Dun 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 dun
Something about fly.
dun 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 dun. That's how it.
You get down.
Do anything, say anything. Bum 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 bum. You know that song? How's that go? I don't know the words, or I'd sing them.
What did you just get to join?
What?
What did you join?
What'd you join?
Cow.
What?
Cow.
You gotta say it right. What did you,
You got to
just
sit
join?
straighter. I got to put you down.
Tell everybody what you
It's a
you
fight to
joined.
keep my balance with you.
Cub Scouts.
Say it right here.
Here, look up so people see your face when you say it.
Now say it.
Cub Scouts.
Cub Scouts.
Cub
what are
Scouts.
you? Do you know what you are?
A lion.
You are a lion. And who's excited to be in Cub Scouts this year? What do we get to do this year now that you're in Cub Scouts?
So popcorn.
So
Who's your
popcorn.
leader in Cub Scouts?
Not mommy.
Oh, not mommy. I thought you were Lions.
I was gonna do lions and Caroline.
Mommy's a werewolf one.
Oh, she's got the werewolf den.
No, I got the bear den. But Carolyn has a bear and a lion, so she's gonna do the lions while I do the bears. So we
Thank
can
you,
get it
Audrey,
all done in
for that
one
link.
night. But hey, what do you get to do this year with Cub Scouts? What happens in the summer?
I don't know.
Summer camp?
Summer camp.
Oh, who's going to summer camp? You are. What do we get to do at summer camp?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
But I know we can make s'mores.
Yeah, we can make s'mores.
Make s'mores. Summer camp.
And
You
you
get
might,
to kill a bear with your jackknife.
yeah. You'll get to make a rain
Only if they
gauge.
attack you, though.
I get to do what?
Make a rain gauge.
I don't know what that is.
It's a wood project we get to do.
Oh,
We'll get to sleep. Are we going to sleep in a tent at camp, do you think?
a cabin.
A cabin, yep. And what else is at camp?
Pony.
Oh, is there ponies? What do you get to do with ponies?
I get to ride unicorn.
You get to ride
Unicorns. They got unicorns at camp?
Yes.
And
Nice.
what is that thing with the bow and the arrow where you shoot bow and arrows? Do you know what the other name
Like
for that is
Merida
called?
from the movie Brave.
Archery?
Archery?
Yeah, you're gonna get to shoot bow and arrows.
Oh.
And what kind of guns do you get to shoot at Cub Scout camp?
BB gun.
Yeah.
BB guns.
And what else do you get to do?
And
You might get to go swimming.
oh yeah.
Swimming. Get to learn how to use a slingshot and a compass.
What's a compass again?
That
Yeah,
little
folks.
thing that turns around.
The kids were supposed to meet a goal for me to get a tattoo that Rainey drew. And Rainey drew this tattoo. There it is. It's a wiener with a bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
And so she told the kids that if they reached their goal, that guess what? Dad would get that tattoo.
He had to.
He
But
has to.
you missed your goal. You didn't make your goal.
You still have 2 days.
Oh, you still have 2 days.
You gave the 29th. But
Yeah, 2 days.
selling popcorn goes all the way to the end of
That's right.
October.
Now that tattoo, I can do that any way I want. So
No,
I
you
thought of
can't.
doing a fantastic creature
Can't.
that's going to be like a half sleeve going from shoulder down to elbow, and have all my stuff, my Carry On My Wayward Son on there. He's going to have a little piece of paper. He might even be holding this memo note with the little wiener on it. So we'll do it that way. We'll do something with that.
Hot dog holding popcorn.
Carry on my wayward son. You'll have peace when you are done.
Hey Ellie, are you in school this year?
Yes.
What grade are you in?
Kindergarten.
Yeah, who's your teacher?
Miss Larson.
Do you have any friends in class? 2. What are their names? Selah. Is that one?
I forgot the other name.
Yeah, I don't remember the other name either.
Okay. So that's Scouts. And Audrey put up that popcorn link again. And thank you for doing that, Audrey. You can go there and you can buy popcorn. It gets shipped to you. Leslie bought some and it already arrived.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool, I think.
Anybody that's local too, we can come to your house.
Okay, you're
and
not
sell
being
your
able to
reeds.
sit still
Here,
is
let's get
killing
down.
my leg.
Wiggle, wiggle,
So-
giggle.
You're gonna get down and go watch TV. Here's your tuner.
You
in
can go
here.
watch yourself. You'll be on there now.
Here you go, baby. There you go. Go take that. No. You're done.
Dad, she just wants to.
What are you doing down? No.
Go get the other.
No.
Go get the blue chair over by my desk.
There you go, folks. So,
Scintillating radio, according to Scotty Roberts.
scintillating radio, according to Scotty Roberts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Matt Finn. Yes, Rainey, he's trying to cheat. Yeah, you're trying to cheat on your tattoo. Your wiener popcorn tattoo.
yeah, I'm not going to get just that, but it'd be
Yeah, he's gonna get
incorporated into
just
it.
that to start with, and it's gonna sit there for at least a year before
It'll be
gets anything
incorporated
else.
into a big, just think fantastic. Go look up on Instagram if you got him. Look up Chris Toller, Chris Toller, Toler. He is my son-in-law's partner in their tattoo shop down in Charlottesville, or Charlotte, North Carolina, not Charlottesville.
Bye-bye if you want to go play.
And they have one of the high-end, very successful tattoo shops.
Can I go see if
Go look up
Annabelle-
Chris Toller
Ruby
and see the kind of
No,
work
they do
he
church
does.
until noon.
You'll see it on
What about
Instagram.
Rowan?
She's doing church.
And he's the one I'm going to have do my stuff.
yeah,
So you got some great screen snaps here. Samhain became Halloween. Yes, it did, Matthew. We've talked about that. We'll probably talk about it again because Halloween's coming up sometime this next month. And some of the traditions behind
I'll be right back.
Halloween. We'll get to those. Not today, though. Let's see. What else we got? Who else we got? What time we got? We've been here for an hour already. Did you know that?
yeah. You guys aren't tired of listening to Scotty yet? Jeez.
You tired of listening to me? I can go. We can let Rainey just talk.
Yeah, I don't have that much to say.
Oh, there's something bent up in that already. What
That's not
happened?
Okay.
That's not cool. I just got this for you this morning. What happened to that already?
Somebody tried to open it.
It's a poster you can take out of there and hang on your wall that says Happy Halloween, little critters. Yeah.
And the doggy was
Mercer
cut
Mayer,
out.
one of my favorite and most influential artists on my style when I was a young man, was
Mom,
Mercer
can you
Mayer.
please take that dog?
He did the little critters. His daughter does these now. little critter books. You've probably seen, if you're a parent, you've seen Little Critters, but you see it's by Gina Ann Mercer Mayer. Mercer used to illustrate them. She illustrates them now. I don't think she's quite as good as her dad, but she's good enough. And he also did a lot of the old fairy tales and stuff. East of the Sun, West of the Moon, Beauty and the Beast, things like that with his style. So you can look up Mercer Mayer. Oh my God. Is it an anaconda? I'm missing something.
What?
So my wiener tattoo.
What about your wiener tattoo?
It's an anaconda.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yes, my wiener is an anaconda.
Well,
Totally.
One of my life goals is I want a hot dog cart or a hot dog truck, and it's going to be called the Wiener Hole.
Yeah.
So everything's all about hot dogs, wieners.
Yep. She wants a truck that she can take out. No, like those lunch trucks. The Wiener Hole.
The Wiener Hole.
That's what everybody decided on. The whole family decided on that.
Yep.
Should we do some card readings now that it's 10 o'clock?
Should Daddy read some cards now that it's 10 o'clock?
For people, that means you got to go. I can't have you sitting right here when I do them.
Well, I'm going to go to my desk while Daddy reads.
Will you go warm that up for me, please?
Oh. Here, how about I hold the book so we don't copy?
Mom's got caffeine-free coffee, so don't pour new coffee in it. Just put that in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Hey, can we
Warm up
talk
my
some
cup.
family business before you read some cards?
Let's do it. Let's talk family business.
So I wrote this guy. He's got a 2007 Honda Highlander. No,
Yeah.
Toyota Highlander, because I know my vehicles.
Yeah.
For $4,700.
Oof.
Do we want to go take a look at it today? It's single owned. It's owned by an old dude, so it's been taken.
Sure. Tell them we'll go look at it.
It's in
Where is it?
Victoria, Minnesota, wherever that is.
Where's Victoria, Minnesota?
I think it's way west of.
Is
the
that by
cities.
you, Leslie? Victoria, Minnesota? Where the heck is Victoria, Minnesota? Let's find out. Victoria, Minnesota is near Carver Park Reserve. I don't recognize anything. Chaska. I just saw Chaska Township. So it's out. There's your Minnetonka and
Bonifacius.
Crown College. Yeah, that's out by Festival, actually.
Yuck. That's a crappy drive.
That's like an hour and a half from here.
I've been looking for vehicles for like 3 weeks.
There you go.
And I'm getting really tired of looking for vehicles.
Yep.
But I don't really want to drive that far either. Sheesh.
Hey, Scott Allen, you're in Charlotte, North Carolina? My kids live in Charlotte, North Carolina, my older kids. So my twin daughters have a business there. In Lincolnton, if you're from Charlotte, you got to know where Lincolnton is. That's probably 20 to 30-minute drive from the heart of Charlotte. So they have their business in Lincolnton. And my son-in-law has Seventh Sin Tattoo in Charlotte. So if you're from Charlotte, you might recognize those places. It's Scott Allen. So, yeah, the smaller the town, the better the deal. Yeah, we got about $4,000 to spend. We sold off our Mercedes. We got about $4,000 to work with. We got to get a good used van. We can go get a mortgage on a van, but why? So,
Mortgage, a car loan.
car loan, mortgage, same thing. So,
Okay, hop down, Miss Wiggles.
hey, did you run my credit for a house mortgage?
Yeah, I was going to. Why?
Because
Where'd
it
come
came
from?
up last night as saying I have a my credit had a hard search on it, and
Nice.
so it got knocked down 10 points.
Yay! Yeah, you're
So-
welcome for that.
All right.
I kind of thought maybe, just maybe, instead of buying a vehicle, we could stick with the same old crappy van and see if maybe we could get a mortgage and then get out.
Our van has 307,000 miles
has
on it.
313,000 miles.
313,000 miles on it.
On it.
And knock on wood, still running.
Yeah, it needs a good tune-up though.
And it looks all right. It still looks all right.
Yeah, but
And
I wasn't sure. I thought maybe I would see if we could get a mortgage,
it's a 2007 Chevy Uplander.
and then we could get out of this tiny little rental and then own, so we could spray paint
Yeah.
the side of our house with
Yeah.
murals.
Yeah.
I want a big eyeball. Just
It's funny, this is a nice sized townhome. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 up, bathroom up, little balcony overlooking the cathedral ceiling and the kitchen. It's nice.
As
It's got the
big as Eddie's face.
big bedroom down, which is our office, and the big bathroom and the garage. Got an attached 2-car garage. In theory, 2-car garage.
But I think
It's
we
a
only
half
really
a car
have
with all our junk.
1,100 square feet in here, and that's not,
Yeah.
it's just not enough.
It's
for
not
the
enough
5 of
room.
us.
There is no place for kids to play out in the open in the house. They could play in their rooms, but they're so crammed.
Well, then
Everything's
you say
crammed.
rooms, but only Flynn is the one who has his own room, because one room has to be an office, and then we have bunk beds in our room with the kiddos, with the girls.
Niall, I like Kansas. I like Steve Walsh. Yeah, so if anybody's got a house for sale that comes with a couple of acres, has lots of room, even if it's an old fixer-upper, we'll take it. So if we can get it cheap. So anyway,
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah, looking around here, of course, but we need to find a good place. And we'll probably have to get out of the city a little ways to find something more affordable. And blah, blah, blah. You all know how that is. We need to have a place. I want to have a place for these kids. Oldest is 11. Rowan's 8. This one's 5. I want to have a place in the next year or so they have a place to grow up. Could be out in the country. It doesn't have to be so rural that they get, they can't see anybody or go anywhere. Just out in the country, a little ways, a couple miles out.
Just enough where we can
Housing's
be
a
naked
little cheap.
outside.
We can
Wait,
be
what?
naked outside. Yeah. And do some stuff with the land, have a couple of animals and big gardens. And I'd still like to do the lavender. I'd like to plant 10 acres of lavender. That'd be nice.
Oh man. Okay. Another life's
Oh, here
goal,
we go.
life's dream. If I could, we would have an apple orchard and a pumpkin patch and a berry patch.
Yeah. All at home.
All at home.
Yep.
Someday.
I like lavender. And Leslie, lavender is actually a really good investment if you've got the land. There are some people that we were looking into 10, 12 years ago when we had the ranch. We had 40 acres and we were thinking, could we take some of this property? What are you doing? I wish I could knock out my front teeth so I could look like you. So we were going to plant lavender. And I talked about this once before, but lavender can be very profitable. And it's a very cool little operation. You plant 10 acres of lavender. You put up some sheds that do your processing. You can do some very, artsy, almost log cabiny sheds. Do your processing. You ship it out.
Annabelle and Ruby.
There was somebody who had 10 acres of lavender, I think it was, and they made $400,000 in 1 year off of their lavender. So teeth are kind of important, especially if you like sweet corn. That's the truth. Nice, Ma.
I'm just like Ellie.
There you go. Look, Ma's got her teeth
Here you go,
knocked
Dad.
out. Let's be like Ellie. Is that paper?
Yeah. Gotta get it wet. We scared her away. Bye, Ellie.
Bye, Eddie.
See you later.
Hey, everybody, come on over.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
It's cardstock.
So much for that. Cardstock, yes. So why don't we do some readings since
Yeah,
we
have
have
Oh, do you need a hug?
now I got paper in my mouth.
Hug.
All right, folks.
Sorry, he's a jerk.
Let's do
Okay, I'm shutting the door. 'cause I'm
1 card readings are easy and they're straightforward. 3 card readings, we can get a little lengthy with 3 card readings.
Oh.
Yes.
How about anybody who orders popcorn today or tomorrow can get a 5-card reading
Okay.
on an order over whatever you want to say.
Well, what's a good order of popcorn?
You gotta order at least 30 to get free shipping. So
Okay, folks, here it is.
how about 60? You order $60 popcorn.
Which is easy to do.
Yeah.
$60 is a lot of popcorn. Not a lot of people have a $60 to throw into popcorn.
Okay, then 30. At least get you your free shipping.
How about this? If you ordered $30 worth of popcorn and paid for a 5-card reading, you'd be spending $75. So why not? You buy $60 worth of popcorn, and I will give you a free 5-card reading. How's that? Is that like a raffle? Is that illegal? Is the IRS going to come and get me now? So
Here, Ellie.
let's see. Who wants cards? Or Delaney wants cards. That's the first one I've seen, so I'll do Delaney first. But yeah, you go ahead and Audrey says her order came out to about $50. So we'll do, and we'll do that privately. We won't do it online. We'll do it privately. We'll do it, meaning we can connect via camera and do your reading. But if you do, if you order, let's make it even better. If you order $50 worth of popcorn, I'll give you a free 5-card reading, and we'll set up the time. Could be any time this week, and we'll hook up on Facebook Messenger or Skype, and I'll do you a 5-card reading. So there you go. There's a special, the show listeners special only. So you go to the link that Audrey has up, get $50 worth of popcorn, over $30 worth, and it's free shipping. And I'll do you a free 5-card reading. Just let me know. So let's see. See a couple of things. You are Scott, says Steph. I don't know what that was too. So Betsy wants one too, Leslie says. I'm not going to write these down, so here's what I'm going to do. I've got Delaney to do first, and then we'll see who's next after that. There's Delaney and Betsy. I've got Betsy in my head. So let's do this.
Well, quit arguing with me.
Hey, don't argue when I'm doing radio, child.
No. You should have asked for more than half then if you were going to complain about only having half.
Yeah. So here we go. All right. Where am I? All right. Here we go, Delaney. You ready? Let's do a 3-card reading for Delaney. Now, I am going to say this too. I do readings and I don't charge anything when we're doing the show because I want to offer that service to you guys. That's a fun part of the show. It's a way that you can get a reading, but it's also to promote what I do. It promotes my business. You can go to my website, ScottAllenRoberts.com. That's SCOTTALAN, Roberts. I'll even type it in, unless Audrey wants to type that in. Go to my website and click on the tarot link, and it'll take you there. And there's a couple of links there for a 5-card reading and a 10-card reading. And you go ahead and click on one of those links, and you will see exactly what we have to offer. And let me just look at it again so it's in front of my face. Yep. Click on the tarot link at the top of the page. And you got $45 will give you a 5-card reading. $85 gives you a 10-card reading. And that's why I do the free readings too, is to help promote. This is my business. This is some of what I live on. This helps us buy a new car. So we're not made of money. We're just like you guys. So we work for what comes in, and we're independent. Both of us are independent. So
Out hustling.
we're out hustling. So here we go. So that's why we do these readings on Sunday morning. That's why I do them. It's to give you something, and at the same time to hopefully open up that door so people watching who maybe aren't getting readings, they can call me. If you want a 5-card or a 10-card reading, you can call me up. You can go click on the links on my website, and we'll get you scheduled. All right, Delaney, here we go. Without further delay, Delaney, here we go. Play on words. Okay, I'm going to shuffle up for you. This is for Delaney. I got a sneeze, bro. I feel it. All right, Delaney. Hang on. It's not manifesting. There it was. Sorry. Excuse me, folks.
Oh, how rude.
Whew. Felt that one down to my toes. All right. Okay, Delaney, if you were here, I would have you cut the deck. And so I'm cutting it on your behalf. And boom, boom, boom. Here we go. All right, Delaney, you ready? Let's do a 3-card reading, past, present, future. So your first card, this is your present, the here and the now. I've got the Fool card. All right. Your recent past, if I can get it off the deck here, is the Eight of Coins card. And your near future is the Ten of Cups card. Overall, very positive reading. So the card of your present situation is the Fool. The Fool card, it shows the guy, he's playing a happy tune, he's got his kit bag over his shoulder, he's walking, he's looking at the clouds, daydreaming, and his dog is at his feet barking. He's trying to warn him that the guy's ready to take a step off the edge of a cliff. And so in your present, this is saying you've got some things to celebrate. You've got some transitions going on. You're moving forward. You're doing stuff. You got things to actually daydream about. You got good stuff going for you. But at the same time, it's saying you need to watch where your feet fall. You need to keep your eyes open about what's happening. This is a new beginning. It's an end to something that's old in your life and doesn't matter for you anymore. It's something you've learned from and you're moving on. You're moving on to something better. And there's aspects of your life that are ready for change. And the Fool portends important choices that you have to make, decisions which are coming your way, Delaney. And so it's saying approach the changes with optimism, care to gain the most positive outcome. And the risks that you've taken in the past and your original thinking have brought you to some kind of success here in your present. Success, remember, doesn't always mean I got $1 million plopped in my lap. It means you're making it. You're doing what you want to do. There's success to it. And by doing things in this new way, you're going to be allowed for great potential. And in the present, you're entering this new phase. The experience of this change for you is going to seem good. Well, it can also seem bad for now. There's change that's coming. You've got to determine if it's good or bad for you. Its influence is going to be clearer in the future. And so you have to assess the risks. You have to look at the ground in front of your feet. Don't walk over the edge of the cliff while you're dreaming about where things are going and how it's going for you. And in order to succeed, you have to be able to find new beginnings and these carefree adventures. And this could indicate a little foolishness. This card only in the sense that it's more optimistic, in the sense that it stands for pure actions and it's being free of the constraints. And so this is what this is all about. Constraints in the present life are going to be alleviated, but watch where your feet fall. Take the proper cautions. Be cautious about where you're going. And this is coming out of the card of your recent past, which is the Eight of Coins. Now, the Eight of Coins represent the material aspects of our lives. In older decks, it's the Pentacles. And the Eight of Coins, it shows a guy sitting at his drafting table, his work table, and he's got his tools of his trade are hanging on the wall, and he's working and he's studying, he's researching, he's got the books open. This is the Eight of Coins is something that you have been doing to make your career be better for you. It could be that you work for somebody else and you have to prepare yourself for advancement. It could be that you work for yourself and that you are preparing something so that you can move to the next stage with it. And it's indicating really a success for what you put your hand to, because this Eight of Coins is saying your material aspects are going to be greatly affected and improved by the fact that you put in the time, you're putting in the work, the schooling, the research, what's necessary to build yourself to the next level. And with that as your recent past and the Fool as the card of your present, this is saying you're stepping into something new. You could be daydreaming about where this is going to go, but there's change coming. And that change is probably predicated on the fact that you've been preparing yourself for change. You've been investing your time and your effort, your research, your money into getting where you need to be. Now do it. Just watch the pitfalls. Keep your eyes open. Watch the footfalls. Watch where your feet are going so you don't end up walking off the end of a cliff. And both of these cards are pushing to this card of the near future, the 10 of Cups. And cups is the things of your passions. It can be your romances. It can be your passions in life. It's all of those things that are kind of wrapped up together. And when you've got the 10 of Cups, if you look at this, first of all, you see you got a family, a happy family, the rainbow in the sky with the golden goblets in the air. And this is the idea of being able to attain some kind of a long-term goal. And that's what the 10 of Cups represents. So you've got goals you're working for in the recent past. You've got changes in your present based on your recent past. And you've got goals that, well, I just took a whole mouthful of breath of that incense you just lit. That's a little too flowery.
I know, I just wanted to try.
I don't know what kind that is.
That's amber.
Amber. You know how you breathe things in? And you do it. It's like Donkey and Shrek. Shrek farts.
Everything.
He goes, Shrek, I got that in my mouth and everything. And so that's what just happened with that incense. So so this card is all about making things happen. It's imbued with emotional undertones. It could be the mending of bridges between family and friends. It could be the fulfillment of trying to find whatever this new change is, the thing that you've been working for, and the potential for financial success with this card might present itself through some aspect of property ownership, things that you're working on, all of that stuff. So it's domestic happiness, it's life, family, everything being, at least for this question or this situation, it might not mean forever. I mean, forever is a long time. This is now. This is all in the now. This is in the near future from the now. So you've been working on something. You got something good coming. Watch for the pitfalls. You could be opening up to real happiness of something that you've been striving for. Now, making that last for a long time is going to be on you. You have to do that. But this is in the here and the now. So there you go, Delaney. I hope that was useful, that it meant something, that it was good for you. All right. Now I know Betsy. I saw her name. She was up next. So I'm going to do Betsy before I take any more names. And let's go with Betsy. Well, shuffle the way I wanted it to. You're so welcome, Delaney. All right, let's go one more time for Betsy. Get these cards mixed up the way they're supposed to be. All right, Betsy, if you were here, I'd have you cut the deck. So I'm going to do that for you. Let's rearrange these cards on your behalf. All right. All right, Betsy, here we go. You ready? Front and center, Betsy. Here we go. Betsy, you still here? Make sure I'm reading and you can hear it. All right. So I've got Betsy. If you're out there, let me know you're here. Oh, there you are. Betsy Richardson. Here you go. All right, your first card, the card of your current situation. It's the 5 of coins. Take a good look at that card. Card of your recent past is the 5 of swords. The card of your near future, death. Death doesn't mean physical death, so don't let that bother you. Okay, overall, this is not a happy reading, Betsy. And can be a little bleak, but it's not so negative that we can't get through it. All right, you got the 5 of coins. This is your first card. The picture on this, and if you look at the old decks, like the Rider-Waite and so on, this is the deck of impoverishment. It's temporary impoverishment, which can take on many forms. This is a card that shows you a couple standing in rags, barefoot in the snow, outside the warmth of the church window. And it represents this temporary impoverishment, meaning Well, that's almost exactly what that means. Temporary impoverishment. Things aren't going well financially. It's the coins, which is material well-being. The thing about this card, however, is once you see it in the spread, you're also already going to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Meaning, you're going to see and understand what this is for your situation. It doesn't necessarily mean you've been kicked out and you're on the street and you're dressed in rags. All it means is that something is going on in your current situation right now that is making you feel impoverished, making you feel spent. You got nothing left, and you don't know where the next shot in the arm is coming from. And it can refer to finances, it can refer to employment, it can refer to relationships, which maybe might have something to do with this because the card of your past is swords, and swords is the suit of conflict. Now, it could be conflict with an employer, it could be conflict with a person. This card is a negative indicator, this first card of yours, this 5 of coins. It suggests duplicity, loss of job, loss of finances, moving backwards. It could mean in relationships, infidelity. It's a loss of gain. You're going backwards, you're moving backwards. And it's a time for you, when you get this card, to really carefully evaluate your situation. Evaluate what matters most in your life. Work out your priorities. If this be finances, if it be relational, work out your priorities. You have to figure out whether your job is more important or your relationship matters most. That could be it. In order to mitigate the damages in some areas of your life, you may have to let some other things fall away. That's the impoverishment. I've got to lose something to set my priorities straight. And this is a card that could talk about in your past. It's like a recent emotional or financial loss, and it's weighing really heavily on you. It's I've been there, and we've all been there. We know it's that thing that's just pervading, and you can't escape it. Don't let your pride lead you away from finding help from other people. It's part of this card too. The hardship that you're facing in the present is going to be overcome. So don't give in to the feelings of being inadequate, or I don't have what it takes, or insecurities, because those aren't true. That's what our brain does to us during these times. It's just saying that don't give in to the feelings of being inadequate, because it's temporary. It's going to be overcome, but you're feeling it now. And your future holds a necessary change that in order for you to find happiness and security, the change has to be made. And the possibility is of losing your faith. The card is negative. You're in a negative time, no matter what. But it's overcomeable. And it's going to be overcome. In your recent past, you had the 5 of Swords. And Swords is that suit of conflict. It's that suit of conflict we give, conflict we get. And the 5 of Swords is this card that talks about conflict in your life. And this is in your recent past, by the way. This is what the foundation is to the card of feeling impoverished, the 5 of Coins. It's closely associated with defeat, this card. This is in your recent past. The defeat could have been traumatic to you. You're going to need to retreat, to regroup. You might have suffered injury to your pride, your self-esteem. The 5 of Swords is also a warning of potential to get caught in a cycle. So you have to break the chain of the cycle at the same time. Handle your defeat with grace. Move on, succeed. Like we said with the first card, the 5 of Coins, Betsy, don't let whatever the defeat is make you feel inadequate or make you feel stuck in it. You don't have to be. It's temporary. You already see the light at the end of the tunnel. So this is saying, this is a card that's warning you to not get caught in the cycle. of defeat. The failures you've experienced are the result of your overestimations, maybe your inabilities to have done anything different at the time. So in order to succeed, you have to be honest with yourself. And that's what's bringing you to that point of temporal impoverishment. And the unrealistic attitude that you might have had may cause you to experience defeat, or has caused you. This has already happened. Your mistakes cause your pains. So be realistic in your expectations in order to assess and to move on and move past the conflict. Take your losses with grace, is what this card says. Don't give in to despair. Don't give in to feelings of being inadequate. You can create victory from the results of defeat. All right? So the Five of Swords suggests that there's been conflict, discord, troubles. You might still be in them. That's what's led you into this current card of the Five of Coins, feeling defeated, feeling inadequate, feeling broke, feeling bereft. But it can end there. You can overcome that. If you conquer over those feelings of inadequacy, you have the ability to overcome the feelings of brokenness and low self-esteem. But all of this, these two cards, you know where that's pushing you? Remember the third card? Your card of your outcome or your future here is the Death card. Well, what the hell does that mean? Death? If I have a positive outlook, why am I getting the Death card? Because the Death card doesn't mean physical death. It means this is indicative of huge change in your future. Death. What's a greater change than death? Death completely ends one chapter and it opens up the doorway to something else. So this change can be in almost any aspect of your life when the Death card shows up. But it's most certainly going to be a permanent change. It's permanent. It's significant. It's absolute. It's not something you're going to be able to avoid. So all this stuff we talked about in the past and leading you to where you are in the current with the Five of Coins, this is a card that's saying all that's leading to is the near future, which is now, this moment forward. It's leading you to realize that things are ending. Something's coming to an end and you can't change it, and it might very likely be painful for you. And despite the sense of loss that might accompany, death fills an important and natural role in our lives. And it leads eventually to acceptance. And it's a necessary part of moving it forward. You're going to find changes easiest to embrace rather than fight them when you have acceptance of them. Expect the end of a close friendship or a job or a marriage or even a life. Not yours. This is what's hitting you. But don't focus too greatly on the negative, because it doesn't have to be a negative. It can be a huge positive. You're moving into a new phase of life. That's what death means, especially when you get it in the tarot. It means you're moving from one thing to another thing. And to move forward, you develop a new perspective on the world around you and your situation and your relationship to it. The past is already behind you. Whatever's happened. You can't change it. That's why death is inevitable in this situation. It's behind you. And the rest of your life is what's ahead. So continue to journey forward with all your heart. Because the Death card says it's unavoidable and change is here. It's on top of you. And so there you go. As negative as that can sound, there's huge positivity in that as well. So Betsy, I hope that helped you. I hope that was worthwhile. You've gone through some changes. You've gone through some conflict. You're feeling bereft of something, and don't let it sink you, because something's going to change permanently, forever. You cannot change it. So, but you've got it. You're able to overcome it. All right? There we go. All right. You're welcome, Betsy. ... I get it. All right. I hope that that is meaningful for you and that it helps you. Okay. So you got this, is all this is saying. You got change, you got it. You're on top of it. All right. Who is next? Somebody, CLC. Was he next? He or she? Who was next? CLC is next. All right, Susie Q. Let's do this. All right. Here we go, CLC. I don't know if you're male or female. Doesn't really matter. I don't need to know much. Let's just see what the cards say for you. You be the judge of what the cards say for you. All right. Shuffling for CLC. See, what time is it? 10:36. Wanted to let you know at 11 o'clock in 25 minutes, Ruben Fasthorse has his class. And I think at the beginning I put a link for his Zoom so you can get into that. All right, CLC. Oh, Chase. How you doing, Chase? I know who you are. All right, Chase. Let's break the deck on your behalf and restack them. I had one card flip up, so that's going to be your first card. I like to take cards, if they flip off the deck or they overturn, I pull them out first. So your first card, the Page of Swords. This is your current situation. All right, the Page of Swords. Swords being the suit of conflict. I'll get into what that means. You've got the Fool card for your recent past. We already talked about the Fool card, so we'll see how that works for you. And your near future is the Ace of Cups. Now, does that look like a negative card to you? No. So let's read these. Page of Swords. This is your current situation. Take a look at the page. The Page of Swords, the suit of swords, is all about conflict. It's about conflict you give, conflict you get. And the page is telling me that your personality might trend toward the stubborn and the opinionated. This is you, Chase. So if the page represents you in the spread, which it does here, this is you, your current, this is who you are. It's also indicative of strong analytical skills, an energetic nature, a bit of stubbornness. This is who you are right now. If this is not you in your whole life, this is who you are now. You have a predilection toward identifying the core of issues and acutely assessing your own stance on things. And this card is saying you're going to become an excellent negotiator. And the card refers to a situation. Instead, prepare yourself to make important decisions ahead. You got to make them quickly. They're on top of you right now because this is your current. Trust in your reason. Trust in your own judgment to navigate through difficulties. The abilities in you that lay dormant are being brought to the surface in your current with this card. The events of your past are leading you to activity. The time to carve out your own path is at hand. The card of your recent past is the Fool. We talked about the Fool. It's new changes, new beginnings and things, but you're not keeping your eyes open. This is the idea. Be prepared for what's coming. Prepare yourself. Gird yourself up. Watch where your feet fall. And then that's putting you into this, being the Page of Swords. There's unexpected news. It's either coming or it's already hit you. In order to benefit from changes that are coming, this Fool card in the past, you have to rely on your intelligence, your ability to reason and rationalize your way through things, your ability to adapt and overcome in situations. There's a deep desire for change for you. And it might be making you a little irritable, a little agitated. You have to seek true independence of your mind. And that's what's going to lead you to a clearer perspective of what's going on, a perspective of your motivation toward other people who are involved in this, your motivation for yourself. The page is an intelligent, logical, vigilant person who brings along some sort of official news of change. And while the changes could prove to be challenging for you, the card shows the pretense of mental clarity, acularity, inner demons being settled and ridden and driven out in your life. So it's a very positive card in that respect. So fall back on what you've got, because your past says you're going through changes. You've gone through some changes. You just got to watch how your precautions and how you proceed forward. This is saying you're going to do a good job of that. And if you do, you got this card, the Ace of Cups. It's an angel. This deck shows angels at all the aces, and they're the bringers of new life, the bringers of new things. And the Ace of Cups is no different. You can see here, it signifies the beginning of a period of strong emotional health for you. Because the cups represent our passions, the things we give ourselves over to, relationships, romances, things like that, family. This card is saying, expect copious amounts, overflowing cupfuls of joy, happiness, love that surrounds you. Existing personal relationships might strengthen. Meaningful new ones are also likely to come up if you need them, if that's what you're looking for, if that's what the changes are in your recent past. If marriage is in your future, you're likely to lay the foundation for it during this time. If you're improving your marriage, whatever your relationships are. So there have been numerous occasions to prove your creativity, your talent, your passions, and ability to succeed at your efforts. And by being passionate about these things and intensely focused, you've allowed for greater productivity. This is in your future. This is the future outcome of this. Good news is bringing joy and extreme satisfaction. And the difficulties that you face are going to take a toll on your emotions, but in the end, it brings about abundant joy. And it's an open door. Nobody's going to open this door and push you through. The door's being presented and opened, saying, there it is. You can step through that. And it brings you the kind of reward you need. So this card represents overall satisfaction throughout all the different areas of your life. It predicts success. It predicts abundance. Its use of good intuition and creativity. On top of this, Page of Swords coming out of conflict. That's developed out of some changes that have come where you have to take precautions. So there you go. Hope that's helpful for you, Chase. That is meaningful. Boom. There you go. All right. Hope that meant something. Hey, Iowa, good to see you. Haven't seen you for a while. Nice to have you here. Isby, good to see you too. And folks, remember, if you want to get a reading, you can go over to my website. You can sign up for a 5 or a 10 card, and we'll do them. If you go help my kids with their Cub Scout popcorn, if you buy more than $50 worth of popcorn, now you're going $50 of popcorn. It's easy to do. There's good stuff. There's bags of good stuff. And at the same time, while it's expensive popcorn, you're helping out scouting. And you're helping my kids get to camp. And so go buy some popcorn. You buy $50 worth. Over $30, you get free shipping. If you buy $50 or more worth of popcorn today, right now, I'll give you a free 5-card reading sometime this week at your leisure. So, all right. And there's links up right there. The Trails End link is the place to get the popcorn. And does that take you? I got to click on that. Does that take you right to? Yep, that's our family's page. Rowan and Ellery, it says. And so there you go. You click on that link. Just click on the link and look at the popcorn you can get. So there you go. You can get for $45 a Campfire Blend coffee K-Cups. 32 of them. You can get for $20, 20-ounce salted caramel popcorn. That's good stuff. the sweet and savory bundle for $40. For $25, you can get a 12-pack of microwavable popcorn, blah, 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 and on it goes. And you can also donate. You know, there's donations you can make as well. So you can get the American Heroes donation. This donates to the Scouts and helps move forward. There's blazing hot stuff in here too. Flavored popcorn. Cheese Lovers bundle, the white cheddar with the blazing hot. Bless you. Her hair went all over when she did that. All right, so there you go. You got dark chocolate. That's the kind of popcorn there is. Comes in bags. You know, you got your white cheddar. You got your unbelievable butter popcorn, salted caramel popcorn. That's my favorite. The salted caramel and white cheddar combination packs. Dark chocolate coffee caramel lovers bundle. It's dark chocolate salted caramel popcorn. Yum. Caramel corn. You got a 28-ounce popping corn jar. There, all of that. That's what my kids are selling. So you can go over there and get yourself some popcorn. All right, at that link. So Morgan is next. It says, "Hey Morgan, how you doing? Let's shuffle up for you. We're only going to do a couple more of these, so at most." All right, Morgan, shuffling up for you. And how are things going, Morgan? Hope they're well. All right. Time now, Morgan. If you were here, I'd have you put your hand to the deck and cut it. So I'm going to do that on your behalf. Cutting the deck for Morgan. We're going to restack, put this all back together for you. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to be, right there. All right, Morgan, your current situation is your first card. And you have the 3 of Wands. I want you to look at that closely. You see the ocean out there, the pier, the wharf, and ships sailing, and somebody standing there. That's your first card. Card of your current. Card of your recent past is the 2 of Coins. The infinity symbol, balance. And the near future is the Hierophant. Actually, get a good look. I have to tip them away a little bit so the light doesn't totally wash them out. There you go, the Hierophant. So let's take a look. The 3 of Wands. This is a card of your current. This kind of means, I always have this phrase whenever your ship has come in, but you've missed it. Is the idea with this card. You got somebody who's standing there at the wharf. They've got all their luggage. They're all packed up. Their ship has come in. And like the old phrase says, your boat's come in. But you get there and you realize the boat's already taken off without me. And all that means is, you know what? There's a delay. Something good has happened. Something good is coming. There's things that are working in your favor. But at the same time, this is a card that says that while your ship has come in, it's already gone without you, meaning there is a waiting period now. This is just a card that says things might come a little slower than you want them to come. But you're ready. You're prepared. You're ready to catch the ship, but it's already gone. So if you can bring fullness of your creativity and your inventiveness to the table, then the 3 of Wands brings really good news to you. You're about to enter a time where your potential for productivity, your accomplishment is very favorable. Keep your eyes open for a new career opportunity that's going to be presenting itself, could be presenting itself. Keep your mind open to new possibilities. People say, oh, that's too vague. Anybody could have a potential. And yeah, this is saying right now in your current, watch for the potential. It's happening. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen now. And the rewards that these new opportunities bring are only going to come in the fullness of time. It's going to take time to put this together. Watch for them, but it might not happen as quickly as you want it to. Look for new allies. Look for new undertakings that are going to be most successful. And remember the Wands. Wands is the suit of your personal emotions, not your passions like the cups. It's your emotions, the things you put in that make your life go, that make it exciting and vibrant and workable for you. And your past efforts have laid a foundation already. It's the idea for successfulness. You have to maintain your resourcefulness, keep your efficiency at heart to drive forward. And an offer might bring this new product or this new idea or this new thing. So don't delay in accepting it. The opportunity to interact with someone with greater resources than you might lead to a much longer term success. So you're set for it. It's just going to take a little longer than you want. The work ahead of you is going to pose this intellectual or mental challenge to you. And in order to succeed, you have to be able to think creatively or to invent your own path forward in it. This card, the Three of Wands, it stands for fresh starts, fresh achievements, positive partnerships. It could mean some sort of business expansion, or it could mean the confirmation that you're on the right path toward your own success already. It's an overall positive tone to this card. And it's kind of a yes answer card. Yes, this is yes, whatever, it's working. Do it. Don't expect it to happen overnight. You might be delayed, but you're on it. And this is building on the Two of Coins in the infinity symbol in your recent past. And the coins are the pentacles. Again, this is about your material well-being, your material aspects of your life. This is bound up in the forces of change and balance. That's why the infinity symbol is there. The two can stand for either good or ill, but it's a strong indicator that the status quo is going to be disrupted. Your recent past, the status quo, the things that have carried you for a long time the plug's been pulled, so to speak. And something different is happening. There's a disruption in your past to the status quo. Now, many of us know things you've gone through in the recent past. That may be part of this. Your status quo has been disrupted. But this card is really indicating that your outcome of being positive can be reached through prudence, through careful planning. In the past, you've been confronted by the difficulty of beginning something absolutely new. And in order to succeed, you have to learn to balance out your old practices with the new stuff that's on you now. And that brings you here to this, the ship's coming in, you're there, you can succeed. It's just going to take a little longer than you thought, but you got to keep processing it, keep working it, keep making it happen. And all of this is pointing you to this card of your near future, the outcome, so to speak. And it's the Hierophant card. Now, this is part of the major arcana. What's the Hierophant? You see, looks like a what's the word I'm looking for? A cleric, like a bishop with the mitre cap. And the Hierophant is just simply somebody who has this ability to render good advice, to be there when you need them, to lean on them because they are learned in an area. This is saying if you need advice, you can go with your friends out for coffee or a beer and they're going to give you advice. Many times that's bullshit advice because it's coming from a friend. This is somebody who doesn't need to be your friend because they are learned in their, it's like a pastor or a priest or a psychologist or a doctor or a whoever, whatever, a shaman, somebody who is well versed in what they do. And so the Hierophant can mean a lot of different things. At its root, it represents doctrine. Doctrine can come in the form of teaching, guidance, rigid authority. Where it appears for you in your spread as the near future, it can often indicate your approach to the moral, religious, social conventions of the world and how you apply your life to them. And considered wisely, it helps on the path. There's value in an ambition from your past. Look to the strength that you already have. Look to where you are in the present, the strength that you're bringing to the table, even though it's not happening overnight. The opportunity for work or for study or for improving yourself is there. Look to the support of solid organization, structured principles. These are the things that are going to bring you through and lead to your successfulness. Your actions should never be precipitated, acted upon, moved by selfish motivations, selfish reasoning. There's not going to be any reward for that. This has to be something that has education, tradition. It could mean that you need to seek some spiritual guidance or good counsel from somebody who can give you advice based on the fact that they have experience. It could be conformity. It could be religious approval. It doesn't have a positive or a negative, this card. It's just saying you're entering into a time where you might need to seek out somebody who can give you the advice you need in the area that you need advice. Or you can conversely become the Hierophant to yourself. You can be the person, but you have to be learned, educated, researched in what you're looking for, the answers you're looking for. So you've started out with seeking balance and needing some balance in your material affairs. Your emotions are kind of stopped. There's things to move forward into. You're at a little bit of a standstill, but you might need to seek good advice on how to proceed, how to make that thing happen the way you want it to happen. So there you go. That's what I see in this mini spread. So boom.
I see you are wanting to babysit. You may take my children.
Oh, Rainey said she just got a flash. She doesn't know who this applies to yet, but she sees you as a babysitter and you can take her kids for 2 days.
3. I said 3 days.
Oh, 3 days. That'll give us time. So good, Morgan. I'm glad that was on point.
Time to lay in
Good.
bed,
I hope
eat
that's
snacks,
helpful.
and watch adult shows.
That's all the readings I'm going to do today, folks, because we're right at just a couple of minutes before 11 o'clock. So I'm going to wrap this up pretty quick, this whole show, because if you want to go join Ruben Fasthorse over on his, I think I pasted that in here way back at the beginning. Let's see if I can find that for you again. Right here. I think this Zoom will lead you, if you want to see his class on, there you go. That's his Zoom link. If you click on that Zoom link, oh wait, that's not a link at all, is it? And the link is too big. Hold on a second here. Let me see what I can do for this. There's not really, I'm not seeing. Oh, it's just long and huge. Let's see. You can go to, wow. I don't know what I'm supposed to even click on with this. This always does this to us. I'm clicking on it just to see where it takes us. It's a Facebook link. It's not working. Okay. Yeah.
And you're not working.
This is Ruben's link for his class today. Go to TP Razors, TIPI Razors.com or .org. Let's find out. And you can find the link if you want to get over there. I don't know if it's .com or .org. I think it's .org. Find out. 9. That's not it. Try one more time. Not finding it at all. TP Razors. Oh, well, I'm trying to find that link for you folks. Not finding it. These links that Ruben sends me, Ruben, if you hear me, they never work. I can never get through to anywhere with this. So there is a Zoom link on here. If I click on that, it takes me to a blank Facebook page. So sorry, folks. Don't know what to do about that. So anyway, I was suggesting you can go over and join Ruben, but I'm not finding the link workable. So you can contact Ruben over on Facebook. Maybe you can get you a link that works. So that's it, folks. I hope you had a good day here today. Oh, wait, Audrey had it. thetprazors.org. You can go there, I think, and find the link how to get to Ruben's class. And that's it. That's it for today. So I want to thank you for being here. Rainey, thanks you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for being here, people.
She's over there. Come over here and say goodbye the right way. So, you squeeze her on that side.
I'm squeezing on this side. Hopefully, I won't pinch my belly again.
There you go.
Yeah, thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
All right. And you can come and get readings. If you need a reading, come and see me. Go to my website. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Every night this week, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Central Standard, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Come on over to the Intrepid Radio program. And we're going to talk a little bit more tomorrow night. We're going to wrap up this Joseph thing and talk about that statue and some of the history of that, which we kind of hit on really quick at the end of Friday's show. So come on over for that. And so thank you all for being here. Have a good Sunday, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.